and welcome! Today we're going to be talking about whether MyFitnessPal Premium is the right choice for you. For those of you who are new to this page, I am Tyler Rivera. Join me on a journey of personal growth and development as we conquer our goals and achieve our best selves. So MyFitnessPal is a food tracking application. You put in the foods you eat and it tells you the calories that are in those foods and the nutrients that are in those foods as well. Protein, your macronutrient breakdown, your micronutrient breakdown, vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, carbs, all that good stuff. But there are some differences between the premium version and the non-paid version. The premium version is about $79.99 annually. So if you want those benefits, that's what it costs. It's about $80 a year. Perhaps that's too steep. You can still use the free version and track your foods and get an idea of what it is that you're consuming. You can still stay accountable on your weight loss goals. So I'm gonna show you directly from the application what the premium features are. When you open up the application, you'll see this screen right here. We click these three dots on the bottom, then go to Premium Tools, the very first choice at the very top. When we click that, we're gonna see all the benefits that we get when upgrading to MyFitnessPal Premium. Now, front and center, the very first benefit that we get is an updated dashboard. These are the three circles that you see at the top when you open up the application. So let's go back to the home screen. You see those macros right there? That's what I have selected as well with my calories. So you can customize these to, let's say, sodium if you're focused on heart health. So sodium intake would be critically important because you would like to understand how much sodium you're consuming within your diet. So when you log in your foods, it's going to show you the sodium count at the top. Instead of having to filter through and calculate how much sodium, it's going to be right there front and center so you can see and track the progress automatically. So a customizable dashboard is the first thing that you're going to be able to achieve with MyFitnessPal Premium. The next benefit that we have is custom carbs, proteins, and fat goals. This means you can select the ratio of how many calories are coming from each of these macronutrients. So if you have a calorie bank of about 2,100 calories per day and you want 30% of your calories to come from protein, it's going to tell you how many grams are required to reach that goal, and vice versa with your carbs and your fat intake. So whatever percentage of your diet you would like to be prioritized, it's going to help you understand the grams and the amount of that nutrient you should consume in order to reach your goal. The next feature we have is an intermittent fasting tracker. So with this, you'll be able to choose three popular options that will set up a notification when it's time for you to eat. Whether you're doing a 16:8, it's gonna alert you when it's time to eat and to break that fast. The next feature that we're gonna get with MyFitnessPal Premium is gonna be calorie goals by the meal. This means you can set how many calories you would like to have for each one of your meals, and you can set each meal individually different. They don't all need to be the same. So if you would like 300 calories from your breakfast, it's gonna make sure that you try to stay within that range, and that way you hit that target. Now, the goal of this application is to help you stay more accountable. What is tracked is measured. So if you want to hit 300 calories or 400 calories or 250 calories for your breakfast, it's going to help you visualize that so that when it comes time, you implement it and to make sure that you stay within those goals. Personally, I like to aim around 400 calories for my lunch and dinner, maybe even a meal in between that. Another maybe 350 calories for breakfast. The next feature that we're going to have is exercise calorie settings. When you have an Apple Watch or Fitbit or something connected to your MyFitnessPal application, it's going to adjust your calories based off of how many calories you burned in your workout. Now, you can also implement calories manually, although I find it a little bit more difficult to track. I recommend getting an Apple Watch or a Fitbit in order to automatically calculate your calories, and that way it adjusts. But I will also give a disclosure that most calorie trackers are off by about 40%, so be mindful of that calorie adjustment. The next feature is quick add of proteins, fats, and carbs. This is an easy way to make sure that you implement your macronutrients very quickly. Let's say you had a protein shake and you know that it's 25 grams of protein. You can just plug in 25 grams of protein consumed, and the application will track your macros to make sure that you are staying on track with your goals. Our next feature are carb, proteins, and fat tracking by the meal. This allows for a quick glance to see if you're hitting your macronutrient goals. If you want to look to see if you hit your carb goals for that meal, or your fat goals for that meal, or your protein goals for that meal, a quick glance can let you know if you're staying on track. If you like this video so far, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe for more fitness and health accountability tips. Continuing on, you can set up custom goals by the day in MyFitnessPal Premium, which means you may not have the same goals for macronutrients that you want to hit every single day. Perhaps you want to do a carb cycle, which means some days you want to have less carbs and other days you want to consume more carbs. However you want to adjust your calorie intake or your nutrient intake, you can vary that by the day with MyFitnessPal Premium. So by upgrading, it will give you that option. Our next feature with MyFitnessPal Premium is the net carb mode. This allows you to hit your low carb goals with ease. This is going to track all carbohydrates that provide calories, which will enable you to hit better carbohydrate goals. And since fiber doesn't, it's not going to track any. One of my favorite features from MyFitnessPal is the Nutrient Insight feature. This is going to give you an overall analysis of the calories that you consume and how many macros they provide and the nutrients that provide. So you get to see all the foods on a set of scales so you can decide which ones are the best nutrient-dense foods with the least amount of calories, and which ones you believe should be incorporated more so in your diet than others. Another great feature is percentage of daily totals. Now this is going to show you how much of your daily calories, carbs, and proteins and fats come from one single meal or one single food item. So if you want to check to see how much you're getting from one single food item, a quick easy glance is going to allow you to stay more accountable. What gets tracked gets measured. With MyFitnessPal Premium, you get unlimited weekly digests. This enables you to look back at every past week that you've logged. I'm talking every single one, years back. So you can really manage to see what your calorie intake was like and how you've grown. Or perhaps you want to revisit a nutrient plan that you had in the past. Looking back to see how your diet has adjusted or changed over time is a great way to make you feel more accountable and confident in your progress. One more feature which might be amazing for bodybuilders is a food timestamp. You can check back to see when you logged in those foods to make sure that you're eating at proper intervals. If you want to track to see how many hours are in between the meals or when your next meal should be, this timestamp is a great way to help you reach those goals. Now, I keep saying this, what gets tracked gets measured, which thus allows for greater changes. With MyFitnessPal Premium, you are actually able to export your data into a graph chart to have greater sense of the tracking that you've done over time. This is a great way to get nutrition down to a science, because for those who have really extrinsic goals, your nutrition needs to be down to a science. Another great feature is the meal scan feature. So you can take a picture of a meal and MyFitnessPal is going to guesstimate the calories that are within that meal, which is pretty fantastic. And so instead of taking the time to type in the food manually, you can take a picture and MyFitnessPal is going to give you a database of that food and the nutrient contents of it, making tracking fast, simple, and easy. Again, I believe that there's many beautiful features for the MyFitnessPal Premium app. I've been a premium member for over 3 years. Another beautiful feature, along with the blogs that you get access to, are meal plans that you get access to. For example, you have high protein meal plans, a healthy habit meal plan, immune system meal plans, and more. With each lasting a designated amount of time, between 28 days, 14 days, and so on, it can help give you a challenge in order to make sure that you're sticking to your weight loss goals. Another beautiful feature is quick log of recipes. If there's a meal that you've made in the past, you can save that meal and just add it simply instead of typing in each individual ingredient every single time that you're uploading. You could save that meal and just click that meal, and then all the calorie contents, all the macronutrient contents, every ingredient is already going to be there and tracked instead of having to add it individually. Another beautiful feature, which is not nutrient focused but is more exercise focused, are workout plans. If you're a beginner or even someone who wants to switch up your routine, MyFitnessPal allows for workout plans. MyFitnessPal allows you to check out workout plans to help you cut the curve within your weight loss goal or your bulking goals or whatever your fitness goals may be. And on to one of the last features are workout routines. These are routines from certified personal trainers and other exercise goals that you can track very simply into the application to add more accountability. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that demos are also included in this. So if you are unsure of how to do a workout, the application has demo videos so that you can learn to do that exercise safely and assuredly. And of course, the final feature for MyFitnessPal Premium is better support and of course, an ad-free experience. So if you like this video or you have other questions about MyFitnessPal, check out some of my other videos where you can learn more about how to navigate the app and to connect devices such as your Apple Watch or use the barcode scanner. Of course, thank you again for watching and leave your comments and questions down below.